What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a quick little intermission, if that's the right word here. Quick little intermission from working on the KRX. In the previous video you guys should have seen was us trying to solve the KRX temperature fluctuation issue. Today we dropped off the cylinder heads to the machine shop and we can't do much more until we get the cylinder heads back. So in the meantime, I want to do something else and make this its own video. A couple of videos ago, we tested some PLM version 1, 2, and 3 hood release hinges, and I guess they finalized it and made it out of billet. So Jonathan, big shout out, he sent me the final version in billet to the PO box while I was in Vegas. I just had time to go pick it up yesterday, and we have it here. This video, guys, we're going to be installing the PLM billet hood hinges for the CRX and the EF hatch. FYI, it does not fit the EF sedan, nor does it fit the wagon. They're completely different hinges, and there's a bumblebee right there. The PLM billet hinges are only specifically for the hatch and the CRX. Don't want to blabber around too much, guys. Let's make this short and sweet. Let's get to installing these hinges. On my CRX, we have a carbon fiber SIR style hood, and for the fitment, I think I'm pretty happy with it. It doesn't stick up too high. It doesn't have major gaps. My hood does close without hood pins. My hood does close with a stock latch, so I'm going to show you guys that really quickly. Right, not shabby. This right here sticking up a little bit, but not really a big deal. It is super flush in the back. It is flushed on this side as well too, right? So with the hood hinges, we'll see the difference if it changes the height or whatever, but after testing the version 3, we shouldn't have an issue with this sticking up more than it should. So first things first, let's remove the windshield wipers and the cowl. All right, guys, billet hood release hinges from PLM. Let's open it up. Let's see what's inside. Let's see how these look, because obviously we tested the plastic 3D printed ones. Really curious on how this one is. Wow, kind of cut through the box a little bit there, but here it is. PLM hood quick release Honda Civic EF 88 to 91 Honda CRX, and again, this is only for the hatch and for the CRX, not the sedan, not the wagon. Hopefully we'll try to get something going on for those chassis as well. We got some stickers right here from PLM. There's 2 of that. They have their own hardware right here. Did not expect that. I like that they are black instead of silver, and here they are. PLM billet hood release hinges. Goes straight up. This is a really nice construction. On my version 3, I did mention that this section right here being super fat interfered with the side of the carbon fiber hood, so it looks like they did trim it down right here. I like that the plate is black and the top is silver. There's a pin here that wasn't there on the prototype, and I believe these pins are to prevent the hinges from coming out, say if you're driving all the time. This pin is a screw style, so obviously with a small little flathead you can remove the pin, right, and then obviously the hinge pops off. I'm gonna go ahead and just get this installed on the hood first to ensure that this is going to clear my carbon hood before bolting this base plate down on the chassis itself. Passenger side. Okay, so it looks like it still hits the side of the carbon fiber just a little bit. You can see it right there, just a little bit, and it's not sitting flush. Now I could just shave it down a little bit, just a little bit right there, just to make it sit flush, but definitely not hitting over here like it did before. So I'm gonna shave that down just a smidge. Just a little bit more and it'll sit flush. Hinge is bolted flat onto the hood. You can see it right there, nice and flat. I had to shave down this lip right here, so you can see this lip. I shaved it flat about, I want to say that's about 2 inches, and you don't have to go all the way over here because the billet hinge itself is only about 1/4 inch thick maybe. So I shaved that little lip off, nice and flush, nice and secured, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same on the other side. Then we'll get the base plate installed into the chassis. What I also noticed is that the pin is far out from the hood, so hopefully that's accessible somewhere right here. Okay, so these provided hardware goes well with the billet ones that goes on the hood, but for the bottom plate to go on the chassis, I really don't like that the hole is really big and there's like no flange on this bolt. So I'm gonna have to switch it over to my hardware. They do provide 4. Oh no. Oh no, did I run out? Okay. The hardware that I have is the same thing, but it has a washer on it. So hopefully I can find 4 in here because I use them on a lot of the cars. And I want to say I'm running out. 2, 3, 4. Got to break off the rest of this seam sealer. If you got rust like this, be sure to take care of it before you do all the reinstallation. I'm just gonna send it because I do want to repaint this engine bay eventually. I'm not putting this all the way down yet because it seems like we have some play to move forward or backward. So I need to see where the hood lands with the gaps, and then we'll adjust this accordingly. Sick. So it does look like the pins are accessible here, but my only concern is that this might be sitting under the rubber grommet. We'll know once we put this back on, but it looks like it's going to sit somewhere here. I feel like the only way to access the pin is to remove this rubber grommet, although it is a billet piece, so it's going to look nice without the grommet, but that's my only concern. So right now I'm going to go ahead and just finalize the fitment once more, and then we'll throw the cowl and everything back on. I do have to go pick up the cylinder heads, so yeah, let's just do that real quick. I'm so confused. I got here at 4:10 and they told me they close at 5, so I'm not going to get my cylinder heads, and we're 1 day away from the cruise. So after adjusting this hood back and forth, I feel like this may be some people's concern. So you can see the bottom plate is secured on both sides, the hinge is in place, but this can still move a good amount. Now what you can do is you can move the hinges closer to close this gap up right here. It's just that when you go and put the hood back on, you got to be very precise of lining up this fork to the little hinge. so that way it doesn't scratch up both the black or the silver part, if that makes any sense. So I think I'm gonna adjust it some more to kind of make it tighter so that this does not have a way to slip out of there, and then we'll finalize it. So I just adjusted this plate inward a little bit more, and you can see the play is not as much as it was earlier, so that's good. So right now I'm gonna figure out my cowl situation. Us EF owners, we know that it is hard to find one that still has this rubber piece. Now I don't want to cut this because I still have it on both sides. Now I do have like 3 other ones right here, so I kind of have to use this one anyways because this is cut out for my clutch reservoir, which is right here, and it's empty. Huh. Hood is latched, everything is reinstalled, gap is looking freaking awesome, and the back pin section of the hinge is literally exposed. It can literally sit under or above the rubber grommet. Now mine is kind of brittle, so it's already fallen apart, but the good thing is it is accessible right here for when you're driving around. You can have the pin in, and then when you're at the show, you can just use a little flathead to remove it, right? Simple enough. And let me show you guys the prototype real quick. I want to give you guys a better peace of mind, a better visual of the pin and its function. So when this comes off, the pin itself actually goes into this groove right here, right? It sits in that groove, right? And that's going to prevent the top hinge from either sliding out or popping out. So as long as this pin is in, this hood hinge will work like the OE. And then once the pin is out, obviously the hood becomes removable. So that's freaking awesome. This is accessible right there. Big thumbs up on that. And this thing is ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna set you guys up on the table really quickly. I'm gonna show you this one more time before we cap this video out. Set you guys up right there. Hood off. Hood back on. Hood latched. Secured. 2 little pins to install while you're driving. There you have it, guys. PLM billet hood release hinges for the EF hatch and the CRX is a go. It fits well, it works well, it looks freaking awesome. I'm super stoked. Big shout out to Jonathan, thank you very much. Big shout out to PLM for allowing me to test fit. I believe this is the second one. Jaime has the first one, I have the second one. If you guys are interested, be sure to check the link in the description below. Get your pre-orders in. But as far as this video goes, I am going to wrap it up right here. The hood hinges are installed and it is going to permanently stay on the KRX. If this video gave you guys the confidence on picking up a set for your vehicle, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around for more garage work, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I think tomorrow I'm going to work on the red CRX because I just came back from the machine shop and they closed an hour early. So that means I don't have the part to fix my KRX tomorrow. And I need a car for the cruise. Oh, if you guys want to stick around to see the cruise, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.